Okay, so this is how I made Kellan's chili costume. The base of it was made with paper mache, and this was one layer of paper mache before I had started filming and recording the whole process. And I'm going to teach you how to do it or show you how I did it. Here's the mixture of the paper mache that I use. I like a thinner mixture. It's just flour and water. Easy enough, nothing special at all, inexpensive materials. I like it this thin. Some people like it thicker. It depends on what you want to work with. And I just went around the ball in a circular motion. I had it on a mixing bowl, and I was able to flip it over when I wanted to do one side versus the other because we were just kind of doing a band around the yoga ball. I wasn't doing anything on the top or on the bottom. So that was the process there. Okay, so I did 4 layers of paper mache to form the bowl of chili costume that I'm doing for Kellan. So this was just a medium yoga ball that we inflated, and then I kind of went around it in the band. And now I'm going to deflate it, and then we'll have our shell. So here we go. Let me get a tool. I used scissors to pry out the stopper in the yoga ball. I was a little worried it was going to stick to the sides of the yoga ball. Last year I made a Jupiter costume for him with the same ball, and I had put a little cooking spray around it, which was totally unnecessary. It didn't hurt last year's costume, but this came out just fine, and I had nothing on the yoga ball at all. All right, so there we are. This is going to start our bowl of chili costume. It's pretty sturdy right now. And we'll let you guys know what's up when we do the next step. I'm so proud of myself here. Okay, so what we did to paint it, Kellan said he wanted blue. Instead of buying blue paint, I went into my cupboards from old projects and I got every shade of blue acrylic paint that we had left over and a couple of white bottles or smaller white bottles and mixed it all together. And this is the shade it came up with. He liked it, so we went with it. And I used a cheap foam sponge brush and went around it. I did 2 layers of paint. This is the first layer. And Kellan comes in to help me a little bit. And we had a lot of fun with it. I made a shredded sharp cheddar treat bag for his candy. I thought it would be cute. I needed to buy that paper shavings to make the cheese for the chili anyway, so I thought it would be a cute little extra thing. Those were both from the Dollar Tree. And this was the final bowl. I painted chili on the front with white. I did a trim on the edge of the bowl with white paint, and then I covered the entire thing with a coat of Mod Podge in gloss so it would look like a ceramic real glass bowl. So now we needed to make the inside of the chili. So I took some Mod Podge and put some inside of the bowl and crumpled up some red tissue paper, which we had gotten from Dollar Tree as well, and went around the inside of the bowl with this red tissue paper to make it look like the soup of the chili or the liquid. So this was about halfway done throughout the process, just kind of going around the inside of the bowl with the red tissue paper. It was more than enough tissue paper that we ended up with in there. Some of it was even spilling out underneath the costume on Halloween night, but we didn't mind that at all. We really liked the effect of the tissue paper and how it made it look like chili. So we were really happy with the results. So now we wanted to put some beef and beans and cheese in our chili. So I took some brown craft paper or shipping paper. I colored it with a crayon to kind of give it a more textured look, crumpled it into balls, And again, with the Mod Podge, stuck it onto the red tissue paper, and then some of that cheese as well. Had stuck some of that, and I really didn't even need too many strands of that cheese. I had plenty of that shredded paper left over to use on another project sometime, and it was really fun. And that was my snack during this project. And last was finding a way to get it on Kellan so he could wear it. So I used a steak knife and kind of drilled those holes into the paper mache. And then I took this coil that I had found from Dollar Tree. It was just some fall foil rope decor, and tied that into these holes. I'd put the holes low enough that I wasn't afraid the straps were going to cut through the paper mache at all and fall off of him. The costume was also pretty lightweight, so with the two straps, on each side, this was plenty of support for him to wear throughout the night. And even wearing it all night and walking around with it and upstairs and outside, the costume is still in pretty good condition after all is said and done. And he was really happy with his costume, so that made Mom happy. And Kellan and Noel had a lot of fun doing this chili costume this year. And we'll see what we do next year, so stay tuned. Don't forget to click the like button if you liked this video, and subscribe to Kel and Noel. Follow us on Instagram, Kel and Noel.